Imagine opening your eyes for the first time to see a vast expanse of stars instead of a hospital ceiling. What would life be like if you were born in space? First off, let's talk about where you'd live. You wouldn't be in a cozy house or apartment, but probably in a space station or a spacecraft. This would be a highly controlled environment designed to keep you safe from the harsh realities of space. Every aspect of your surroundings would be engineered for survival, from the air you breathe to the food you eat. One of the first things you'd notice is the absence of gravity. Being born in microgravity means you'd float around effortlessly. As a baby, you wouldn't need to learn how to sit up, crawl, or walk. Instead, you'd learn to navigate by pushing off walls and objects. This might sound fun, but it comes with significant challenges. Your muscles and bones develop differently in microgravity, and without the constant pull of Earth's gravity, they could become weaker and more fragile over time. Education would be a unique experience too. You wouldn't have a typical classroom. Instead, you'd learn through virtual reality and interactive digital lessons. Your teachers could be thousands of miles away on Earth, or maybe even artificial intelligences programmed to educate you. Social interactions would be vastly different. Your entire world would be the crew of the spacecraft or station. This small group of people would be your family, friends, and community. Communication with people on Earth would be limited to video calls and messages, often with a delay due to the distance. This could lead to a very close-knit but potentially isolated upbringing. Healthcare would be another major consideration. In space, medical facilities would be limited, and any serious illness or injury would be a major concern. Preventative care would be essential, and you'd likely be monitored closely for any signs of health issues. Regular exercise would be a must to combat the effects of microgravity on your body. Now let's think about the psychological impact. The vastness of space, combined with the isolation from Earth, could be both awe-inspiring and daunting. You'd grow up with a unique perspective of the universe, but also with a sense of confinement. The beauty of the cosmos would be your backyard, but the lack of natural environments, no trees, rivers, or mountains, might make you long for the Earth you've never seen. Culturally, you'd have a blend of Earth traditions and new space customs. Celebrations like birthdays or holidays might be adapted to fit your unique lifestyle. You'd develop a culture that values resourcefulness, adaptability, and cooperation, essential traits for survival in space. Then, there's the question of what happens when you visit Earth. The first time you experience gravity, it would be overwhelming. Walking would be a challenge, and your body would have to adjust to the new environment. Earth's gravity would feel like a constant weight pulling you down, and your muscles and bones would need time to strengthen. The sensory overload of Earth's natural beauty, the colors, sounds, and smells, would be both exciting and disorienting. Your identity would be fascinating. You'd be a citizen of Earth, but also a child of the stars. You'd bridge two worlds, one bound by gravity and one defined by its absence. Your life would be a testament to human ingenuity and the spirit of exploration. So, what if you were born in space? Your life would be a blend of incredible challenges and unparalleled experiences. You'd embody the human drive to explore, adapt, and thrive in the most extreme environments. And in doing so, you'd inspire future generations to look up at the stars and dream of what lies beyond. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Humanity has always been driven by the urge to explore the unknown. We've crossed oceans, scaled mountains, and even touched the surface of the moon. But what if our next journey takes us beyond our planet, out into the vast, uncharted reaches of space? Could we survive a journey to another planet? The answer isn't simple. It involves overcoming monumental challenges and harnessing groundbreaking innovations. First, let's talk about the journey itself. Traveling to another planet, like Mars or a more distant exoplanet, isn't just a road trip across the solar system. It's a voyage that could take months or even years. This brings us to our first challenge: distance. The distance to Mars, our closest planetary neighbor, can range from 34 to 250 million miles, depending on the positions of Earth and Mars in their orbits. A journey to Mars could take around 7 to 9 months with current technology. But what about exoplanets, potentially habitable planets outside our solar system? The closest one, Proxima Centauri b, is over 4 light-years away. That's about 24 trillion miles. To survive such a journey, we'd need to tackle the challenge of time. How to keep a crew healthy and sane during a voyage that could span years. This requires innovations in spacecraft design, life support systems, and even psychological support. One of the most critical aspects of surviving in space is life support. How do we ensure a steady supply of air, water, and food for months or years? Scientists are working on closed-loop life support systems that can recycle everything, like purifying urine into drinking water and converting carbon dioxide back into oxygen. But even with advanced technology, there's the issue of sustainability. How do we grow enough food in space? How do we maintain mental and physical health in an environment that is inherently hostile to human life? One promising solution is space farming, using hydroponics and possibly even genetically modified plants to grow food in space. But space farming isn't just about survival. It could also provide psychological benefits, giving astronauts a sense of purpose and connection to Earth. Another major challenge is radiation. In space, astronauts are exposed to cosmic rays and solar radiation that can damage DNA and increase the risk of cancer. On Earth, we're protected by our planet's magnetic field, but in deep space, there are no such shields. To survive, we'd need to develop advanced radiation shielding or even explore the idea of hibernation, putting astronauts into a state of suspended animation to minimize exposure. Research is ongoing into induced hibernation, a concept inspired by animals that naturally hibernate to survive harsh conditions. If successful, this could not only protect astronauts from radiation, but also reduce the resources needed for long journeys. Let's say we've made it through the journey. Now comes the next challenge: landing and living on another planet. Mars, for example, has a thin atmosphere and extreme temperatures. To survive, we'd need habitats that can withstand the harsh environment, generate breathable air, and protect against radiation. Here, innovations like 3D printing could be key. Using materials found on Mars, we could 3D print habitats directly on the Martian surface, reducing the need to transport materials from Earth. These habitats could be designed to be self-sustaining, with integrated life support systems and energy sources like solar power. However, survival isn't just about physical challenges. The psychological and social aspects of long-duration space missions can't be overlooked. Isolation, confinement, and the stress of being millions of miles from home can take a toll on mental health. Addressing these challenges will require a combination of technology, like virtual reality environments to simulate Earth-like experiences, and careful crew selection to ensure compatibility and resilience. Surviving a journey to another planet is one of the greatest challenges humanity has ever faced. But with each challenge comes an opportunity for innovation, new technologies, new ways of thinking, and new possibilities for the future of our species. The journey will be long and difficult, but if history has taught us anything, it's that human beings are resilient, adaptable, and endlessly curious. Could we survive a journey to another planet? With the right innovations and determination, the answer just might be yes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content on space, science, and the future of humanity. Have you ever wondered what would happen if our sun suddenly exploded? The sun is our life source, the celestial body that breathes life into our planet. It's the engine that fuels our world, powering everything from photosynthesis in plants to the very weather systems that shape our climates. Without it, life as we know it would cease to exist. But let's be clear, this explosive demise isn't something we need to lose sleep over. It's an event that, if it were to happen, is billions of years away. But, hypothetically speaking, what if? Let's dive into this solar catastrophe and see what would happen. The moment the sun explodes, we wouldn't know instantly. Imagine this. Our sun, the life-giving star we've relied on for billions of years, detonates like a colossal cosmic bomb. But the peculiar thing about this cataclysmic event is that we wouldn't know about it right away. Why, you ask? This is due to the speed of light. Despite being incredibly fast, light from the sun still takes about 8 minutes to reach our planet. So, We'd be blissfully unaware of our star's demise until that light, carrying the dreadful news, finally arrives. And when it does, the first thing we'd experience? A blinding flash, brighter and more intense than anything we've ever seen. Then, in an eerie turn of events, this dazzling light would be replaced by an unfathomable darkness that engulfs our world, as the source of all our light goes out forever. But that's just the beginning. The real horror story starts after that. After the initial flash, Earth would be plunged into darkness. Now, imagine a world where this darkness is not just a temporary power outage, but a permanent, chilling reality. Suddenly, all photosynthesis grinds to a halt. Photosynthesis, the process by which plants convert sunlight into energy, is the lifeblood of our planet. It's the starting point for the food chain, and without it, life as we know it would crumble. Plants would be the first to perish, unable to survive without their solar sustenance. Soon, herbivorous creatures would follow, their food sources gone, and eventually, the carnivorous predators that rely on herbivores for their meals would also starve. The entire food chain, a delicate balance honed over billions of years, would collapse. But the effects of the sun's explosion would not stop there. Earth's temperature would start to drop gradually at first, but then rapidly. The warmth we take for granted, provided by the sun's rays, would be no more. The planet would descend into a chillingly cold state, a snowball Earth, where even the equator could be buried under layers of ice and snow. And then there's the cosmic rays. You see, our sun doesn't just provide us with light and warmth. It also produces a solar wind, a stream of charged particles that forms a protective shield around our planet. This shield deflects most of the high-energy particles known as cosmic rays that come our way. Without the sun and its solar wind, these cosmic rays would have free rein to bombard Earth, potentially causing significant damage to any life that managed to survive the initial aftermath. It sounds like a post-apocalyptic science fiction movie, doesn't it? But we're not done yet. The sun's explosion would have even more far-reaching consequences. This is more than just a hypothetical scenario. It's a glimpse into the intricate web of dependencies that connects every element of our planet, and a stark reminder of the fragility of life. With the sun gone, the gravitational harmony of our solar system would be shattered. No longer bound by the sun's immense gravitational pull, planets, asteroids, and comets would be set adrift on a journey into the unknown. Picture this: Earth and its celestial neighbors, like untethered ships, would be sent hurtling off in straight lines into the cosmic sea. This wouldn't be a leisurely cruise into the void, though. The speeds would be mind-boggling. Earth, for instance, would zip away at a staggering 67,000 miles per hour, the speed it's currently orbiting the sun at. And then there's the chaos factor. Without the sun's gravitational referee, the cosmic game of pool would become a free-for-all. Planets could collide, asteroids might slam into each other, and comets could careen wildly. In the absence of the sun, our solar system as we know it would cease to exist. So, the sun's explosion would indeed be the end of life as we know it on Earth. But don't worry too much. While the explosion of the sun is a terrifying thought, remember it's not something that's expected to happen anytime soon. So for now, let's continue to enjoy the light and warmth our sun provides while we explore the mysteries of our incredible universe.
Have you ever wondered what would happen if the Earth stopped spinning? It's a question that tickles the imagination, doesn't it? You see, the Earth's rotation is like an unsung hero, quietly doing its job to sustain life as we know it. Currently, our planet spins on its axis, an invisible line that runs from the North Pole to the South Pole. This spinning creates the rhythm of our lives, the cycle of day and night. It's the reason why the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. But the Earth's spin does more than just create our 24-hour day. It also plays a crucial role in shaping our climate. It helps distribute heat from the equator to the poles, creating diverse weather patterns and habitats. And let's not forget gravity, that invisible force that keeps us grounded. It's the Earth's spin that makes gravity possible. Now, imagine a world where all that stops. What would happen? In the absence of Earth's spin, life as we know it would change dramatically. One immediate effect, Mark, would be a shift in gravity, the invisible force that keeps us grounded. Objects and people would weigh more at the equator than at the poles. This is because the Earth's spin causes a slight bulge at the equator, spreading out its mass and thus diluting gravity's pull. But wait, there's more. The weather, too, wouldn't be the same. Without the Earth's spin, our climate patterns would go haywire, potentially leading to extreme weather conditions. Imagine hurricanes and tornadoes becoming the norm rather than the exception. And the day-night cycle, forget about it. With Earth at a standstill, one side would be stuck in an endless day, while the other would be plunged into eternal night. This could result in scorching temperatures on one side and freezing conditions on the other. The Earth, without its spin, would be a drastically different and inhospitable world. So we've seen just how crucial the Earth's rotation is for life on our planet. It's a silent yet powerful force spinning us around at over 1,000 miles per hour. The Earth's spin is responsible for the gravity that keeps our feet on the ground, the climate that shapes our environment, and the day-night cycles that dictate our lives. If the Earth were to stop spinning, the consequences would be catastrophic. We'd experience extreme temperatures, with one side of the Earth baking in the sun, while the other froze in darkness. Gravity would decrease, making everything feel lighter. The oceans would redistribute, creating a megacontinent around the equator and leaving much of the world underwater. Yet despite all these potential disasters, the Earth's rotation is something we rarely think about. It's the unsung hero of our existence, silently spinning us through space. Next time you take a moment to appreciate the world around you, remember the unsung hero of our existence, the Earth's rotation.
Well, I guess I don't have to mow anymore.
What if the Earth was swallowed by a black hole? For a black hole to gobble up the Earth, it would have to be a relatively small one, like those formed from the collapsed remains of a massive star. These are called stellar mass black holes. A supermassive black hole, like the one at the center of our galaxy, would simply shred the Earth apart before it could get close enough to be swallowed. Now, for a stellar mass black hole to make its way to our solar system is astronomically unlikely, but not impossible. Perhaps a wayward black hole could have been kicked out from the center of another galaxy, sent hurtling through the cosmos at incredible speeds, and somehow ended up on a collision course with Earth. As this black hole approached, we wouldn't see it coming, at least not initially. Black holes don't emit any light or radiation that our telescopes could easily detect. The first inkling of trouble would be its intense gravitational pull, starting to disrupt the orbits of planets and asteroids. Frantic astronomers would quickly realize something massive yet invisible was barreling towards us. Panic would ensue as they tried to calculate the impact time and brace for the worst. Depending on the black hole's mass and speed, we could have anywhere from a few years to a few hours of warning. As the black hole closed in, the tidal forces from its intense gravity would start ripping apart the Earth's crust and mantle. Massive rifts and chasms would open up, instantly swallowing cities whole. The oceans would be drawn towards the black hole, causing apocalyptic tsunamis that would scour the surface clean. Finally, once the entire mass of the Earth crossed the black hole's event horizon, the point of no return, our world would be torn apart in the most extreme way possible. The ridiculous gravitational forces would elongate and spaghettify every object, ripping apart the strong nuclear forces holding atoms together. In a cosmic blink, all matter comprising the Earth, along with the remains of everything that once lived on it, would be crushed into a mind-bogglingly dense singularity. An entire world's history ceased to exist in a single point of infinite mass and gravity. But here's something to think about. Some theories suggest that the singularity might be a gateway to another universe, or even a new Big Bang. So, in a way, being swallowed by a black hole could be the ultimate cosmic adventure. Of course, none of this will actually happen to Earth, at least not anytime soon. But it's still a fascinating thought experiment. And who knows, maybe one day humans will be able to harness the power of black holes for interstellar travel, or even create our own mini black holes for scientific research. The possibilities are as vast and mysterious as the cosmos themselves. Thanks for watching.